guys, Ben Hart here with Chicken Jam, and I'm going to show you that little lick. I did it over C, but it's going to work over any major dominant sounding chord or flat 7. So let's talk about how to do the lick, and then I'll talk about some good places to use it in the chicken picking style. All right, so once again, we can move this around in a second, but I'm going to do it in C. So lots of times, I would probably do this when you're in G, and there was a couple bars of C. So sometimes it's like G, now a C. So let's act like it's right there. Now it can work a lot of different places, but so we got maybe we're playing something in G. Now here comes a C. And real slow is. Okay, so it's got some double stops in there, and it's neat because it's something that we move over kind of 3 different chord shapes. So I'm thinking about this right here, and I go down here and play the flat 7 chord to that, B flat. But I start in on the 3rd of it. Now there's a couple of ways you can start this, but I'm gonna talk about the 3rd, and I'll tell you a different way to do it here in a second. So I'm gonna do this right here. So I'm picturing this chord and then the 3rd of this chord down here. So it's almost a 4-finger chord. I really think about triads, but every now and then I kind of just see a quad, I guess. I don't know if that's what we call that. So 6th fret, from the minor 3rd to the major 3rd to the 7th. All right, and then we're going up here and hitting this double stop. And we slide it down on the 5th fret. We're barring this. Kind of picturing that A, but we're just playing 2 notes of it, double stop. All right, and then we're gonna hit the 5th of that chord right here, this G on the 5th fret, the D string, and go back up and hit that double stop of that B flat again on the 3rd fret. So, and then come back down and hit the 5th fret again. And then we're gonna go, so from the 4th fret to the 3rd fret, we're hammering off, hammering off from the 4th fret to the 3rd fret, and then going down here and hitting that 6th fret there. Definitely part of like the pentatonic blues scale. All right, so when we hit that, we're gonna slide up. So it's like we're sliding from there back up to the 3rd. So it's kind of home base where we started. And then we go back up and hit the double step on the 5th fret again. So real slow. So we're just kind of playing right there. Now we're gonna hit the flat 7 of that chord, but we're holding that double stop. So here and here and here, and here's this flat 7. And then we're gonna slide up. All right, to the 1 of it, and now we're kind of in this position. And we're gonna do this, we're going to bar, so we're picturing kind of this little triad F chord type thing right here, which is still, a C chord right there. And this is the 8th fret. We're gonna bar that and go from the minor 3rd. We're just gonna go on the G string and B string, but on the G string, we're going to hammer on. Pretty common move. So after we slid up here, hammer on from the 8th fret to the 9th fret. And then come down there to the 10th fret, kind of finish. And maybe you can kind of leave that there or not. All right, so it's. Okay, so if you're playing along, like something in G, so like. Now C. So let's play something over G, maybe we'll go. And now we can go. Now we're back to G. Okay, so there's how you can do that. Now we can do that over a D chord too. So let's say in the song we're going G, now C, now we're back to a G chord, and then here comes a D. That's 2 bars of D, so we can move it up 2 frets and just do once we have it down there, now we're picturing here, this triad, and we can go. Now we're on a D. All right, so C. I'll do it real slow. G. Here comes that D. Let me see. Okay, so it's kind of neat to create things over 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 4 bars of music. Definitely 1, 2, and 4. That happens a lot. So if you'll create moves over those chord progressions, you'll be able to, just be able to pull them up at any time. I can be anywhere. I can be way up here playing in G, and I can literally and just kind of slide out, but and then know that C's right there, even if I get lost. Play G and more, and D. And I'm playing a little sloppy there, but you getting the idea. So let me do something real slow. So we're in G, and then a couple bars of C, and then we'll do a couple bars of D, and we'll do the same thing back to back. So we got G, now C, now G, and we go back to G, and that's a little bit different, but you could, I guess, way up here, I don't do it up there a lot, so I'm getting lost right here, on a G. So find that little A-shaped triad thing, and then picture it with the third down there and start from there. Now the last thing you can do, you can slide in if it's not feasible to be in this position. You're like down here, like if I'm in G right here and I'm going to C, like I'm going, instead of, I can use my pinky and slide up here, but I'm right there, so I'm just going to slide into the fifth. Since I'm right here, I could go and slide in rather than go here, and that'll be just fine too. D. Okay, so there's a little something that you can learn. Learn what you're playing over, and then kind of pull up a bag of tricks. I have so many different things. Like D, I could go and back to G, and learn to get from chord to chord with 1, 2, and 4 measures, sometimes 3 measures, but like real common things are 1 measure of something, but 2 measure of something happens a lot, especially on your 4 and 5 chords. So this has been for Chicken Jam. I hope you enjoyed these little licks over a C and D chord, but ultimately an A shape and an F shape that you can move around, and you can transpose and do it in any key that you would like to do it in the songs you're playing.